I really want to share with you, especially this time of the year, the significance and the importance of getting to yes, because that's the most important thing that we can work on right now. And I believe that we're getting some strange customers. I've always said that as we go through the seasonal calendar, the seasonal cycle of big ticket items such as automobiles, and that includes power sport, of course, getting to yes for either one of our clients, and our clients are exactly the same, is the challenge that we experience this time of the year, because we get a lot of people that are shopping and they're thinking about purchasing in the spring. Now remember, everybody has transcended that buying, shopping experience. Now specifically, it's a shopping activity that they go through. Number one thing is that every single shopper is a buyer. You know that because they have all thought about purchasing that product before they come in. So as it relates to getting to yes, there really needs to be a statement of goals and objectives that we want to accomplish for ourselves and with our clients. So our statement of goal and objective is to find the perfect vehicle that is affordable for you and the one that you can drive away in and happy and own. Their statement of goals and objective must be aligned with our statement of goal and objective. And we make the hasty generalization or the assumption that it is. That they're coming in on the product that we have and represent, and they should want to buy it. And yet, there's the but, right? And yet they stop. And they want to think about it. And they want to take their time. And this is because our statement of goal and objective may not necessarily be aligned. And that alignment comes from pricing. We know the most important thing on their list, transcending those steps of the buyer odyssey, thinking, talking, research. Now we're at the third step, but all of that happened before they got in. Remember, Google tells us people shop for 6 months. They'll visit 180 web pages. They'll spend hours surfing the net. And we know that if one automobile receives 27 impressions, that's clicks on pictures. That's why you want to have a lot of pictures of your products, not necessarily on Facebook Marketplace, but on your website and on car pages and on Auto Trader, because we know that if it receives over 20, let's say over 20 impressions, there's a very good chance that vehicle is going to sell in 72 hours. We track that statistic, and it has been the case for a number of years now. Going back to getting to the yes and the statement of goals and objective is really quite simple. We want to help them find the perfect vehicle, not necessarily sell the vehicle that we have in stock. That is ideal, but we want to find that perfect vehicle for them to purchase and own. When it comes to pricing, this is the biggest challenge that we all experience. And here's what happens. The reason why you struggle with pricing is that on the one hand, you have a price to present and you must accomplish and get, and they have a price in mind that they would like to pay. Let's call that the budget. And right in between all of that sits the automobile. And this is where average ordinary salespeople fumble the ball and fail, because they put way too much emphasis on your ability to negotiate getting to the close. That's why I call this session getting to yes. It's not yes. It's not closing. Closing is the act of finalizing the deal at the end of the whole equation. Negotiation is the activities that we have to follow along. And so when we talk about the activities that need to be covered, do an acid test for yourself and be brutally honest with yourself. Did you cover the 8 activities that are necessary? So right out of the gate, what was your greeting like? And you can do this on the fly when you're with customers, and especially if you've gone through the interview, the product presentation, the product demonstration, trade appraisal. Maybe you're stuck at the trade appraisal right now and you're negotiating the price on the trade. Maybe you've gone all the way to the purchase consultation, step number 6 of our 8 activities detailed in the manifesto. And if you've never had anything like this, any kind of structure like this, then you will always struggle with your sales. These are the 8 simple activities that lead to the sale every single time. And if anything, it provides structure for you. So when you look at your price that you need to get, their budget, it's the automobile that you need to place your focus on. This is what creates the excitement. This is what creates the desire. This is where the client experiences the most amount of fear. Am I making the right decision? Is there going to be a better deal that comes along? But this is also the greatest area of pain, because now you created so much excitement, you continue to drive the excitement in your negotiation, getting to yes based on the automobile. This is how it will complete your life. This is how it will make your life easier. This is how you will drive to work smiling. It's selling the dream is what gets you to yes as quickly as possible. And that fits into your statement of goals and objective to help everybody get what they want. Now, when we talk about justifying your price based on the automobile fitting their budget, and remember, a lot of people are coming in on 2 times, 3 times, 4 times the monthly payment, the commitment, the biweekly, however you structure your affordable payment plan. It can be 2 times, 3 times, 4 times as much as what a lot of our customers are accustomed to, especially if they have a 7, 8, 9, 10, 16-year-old vehicle, right? We've got to keep that in mind so that we can sympathize with that sudden step, but we don't have to necessarily cave in to the fact that, well, we'll exhaust our gross in order to accommodate you because inflation has driven the price up, and then consequently, as a salesperson, I make nothing. You don't have to do that. What you do have to do is justify the automobile's increase in price with the features and the equipment that it has. So if you've got somebody coming in on a 2, 3, 4 times as much payment, and they're freaking out and they can't believe how much they are, rest assured, they've transcended a process. Number 1, they've thought about buying. Number 2, they've talked it over with someone who will support their decision, who will probably tell them how much the vehicles are, or have they looked into it. Number 3, they'll do research. And we know the number 1 thing on their list is price. That's the first thing that they're going to look at when they're doing their research. So this price that you're sharing with them now that they're getting very upset about is not really as much of a sticker shock as they're painting it out to be. This is negotiation. This is getting to yes, the act of negotiation. Now, the act of negotiation isn't the words that you say and how you posture and leaning on the desk on your haunches or sitting back and relaxing, all of which speaks volumes about whether you think you're winning or losing, but the features of the automobile and the options that the client would like to have justifies the price that they're considering. This is how you get to yes, recognizing that their automobile at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16 years of age is certainly not technologically the same as the one that you're currently showing them now. And that is what average ordinary salespeople make a mistake while going through the process. They accept the fact that it's 4 wheels and it's shiny and it's reliable and has a factory warranty. And that's what the client may be saying to them. Look, I just need an automobile to get to work and home again. If that was the case, then everybody would be driving a Fit, a Yaris, a Leaf, a very inexpensive, small grocery getter, fantastic on fuel, void of a lot of bells and whistles. But what do our clients want? What do the majority of them like? Oh my gosh, smart cruise control, remote start, heated steering wheel, safety features, towing, loading, LED lights in the box, LED lights, safety lights, and sill lights, and splash lights, and power running boards, and that, not to mention the infotainment systems and the camera systems and the cross-traffic alert and all the safety that goes along with it. That is what they really want. And you know this because they've transcended that process of thinking, talking, research. They've seen how all these features factor into it. So when they come in to work you on price, your statement of goal and objectives is to find what they're looking for and accommodate their budget as best you possibly can while justifying your gross profit. Maybe you have to write down that statement of goals and objective because you look at your advertisement and you say to yourself, compared to the vehicle that they're driving, is this a fantastic deal? Let alone the fact that it's a totally protected monthly payment with the factory warranty and roadside assistance. And that includes your pre-owned as well, right? So there's going to be a dedicated warranty of some kind so you can leverage all these talk tracks and these concepts of tactics rolling all up into one strategy on the pre-owned lot as well.